Papaya, that bright orange tropical fruit you walk past at the grocery store without a second thought. It sits there on the shelf looking simple, looking ordinary, just another fruit among dozens of options. Most people grab their usual apples, bananas, or berries and keep moving. Papaya barely gets a second glance. But what actually happens inside your body when you start eating papaya every single day? What happens to your stomach, your bloodstream, your heart, your eyes, your skin? The answer might completely change how you see this humble fruit. Because papaya is doing something remarkable inside you. Something that starts in your stomach, moves through your bloodstream, reaches your heart, protects your eyes, transforms your skin, and even affects your brain. And most people have no idea. So today, we are going to follow papaya on its journey through your body, step by step, benefit by benefit, until you understand exactly what this fruit is capable of. As always, this is educational content based on scientific research. If you have specific health conditions, please consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet. Now let us begin. Here is something interesting. When researchers at the Center for Science in the Public Interest ranked the healthiest fruits in the world, papaya landed in the top 5, ahead of apples, ahead of oranges, ahead of bananas. And yet, most people think of papaya as just a basic tropical fruit. Nice tasting, but nothing special compared to the famous superfoods like acai or blueberries. This belief exists because papaya is common. It is affordable. It is available almost everywhere. And somehow we have convinced ourselves that if something is easy to get, it cannot be that valuable. But here is what the science actually shows. When you compare papaya to other popular fruits like apples, bananas, watermelon, and oranges, papaya has the highest concentrations of vitamin C, vitamin A, riboflavin, folate, thiamine, niacin, calcium, iron, potassium, and fiber. One single cup of papaya delivers more than 100% of the vitamin C you need for the entire day. More than an orange. More than most fruits people consider vitamin C powerhouses. And papaya contains something else. An enzyme called papain that very few other fruits have. This enzyme is so powerful that people have used it for thousands of years to tenderize meat. But inside your body, it does something far more important. And this is just the beginning. Let us talk about what happens to your digestive system when you start eating papaya every day. When food enters your stomach, your body faces a challenge. It has to break everything down into smaller pieces before it can absorb the nutrients. This is especially true for protein. Protein molecules are large and complex. They are tough to break apart, and your digestive system has to work hard every single time you eat a protein-rich meal. For many people, this process does not go smoothly. They feel heavy after meals, bloated, uncomfortable. Food seems to sit in their stomach for hours. This is where papain comes in. Papain is an enzyme found naturally in papaya. It acts like a digestive helper. When you eat papaya, papain goes to work breaking down protein into smaller fragments. Fragments that your stomach and intestines can absorb much more easily. This means less work for your digestive system, less strain, less of that heavy, uncomfortable feeling after meals. In a clinical study with over 150 people who suffered from irritable bowel syndrome or chronic stomach inflammation, participants who took a papaya-based formula for 40 days experienced significant improvements. Their constipation got better, their bloating reduced, the discomfort in their stomachs decreased. If you often feel heavy after eating, if you struggle with irregular digestion, if bloating is a constant companion, papaya might be exactly what your body needs. The enzyme does the work that your stomach struggles with. It is not magic. It is simple biology. Your body receives help breaking down food and suddenly everything moves more smoothly. But papaya does not stop at your stomach. While you are going about your day, something else is happening in your bloodstream, something you might not expect from a simple fruit. Let us talk about your heart. Heart disease is the leading cause of death worldwide. Every year, millions of people suffer from heart attacks and strokes. And one of the main culprits is something called oxidized cholesterol. Here is how it works. Your body has two types of cholesterol: HDL, often called good cholesterol, and LDL, often called bad cholesterol. Now, LDL cholesterol by itself is not the real problem. Your body actually needs some LDL. The problem starts when LDL cholesterol becomes oxidized. Oxidation is a chemical reaction. When LDL oxidizes, it changes. It becomes sticky. It starts attaching to the walls of your arteries, layer by layer, year after year. Over time, this buildup narrows your blood vessels, restricts blood flow, and dramatically increases your risk of heart attack and stroke. Papaya contains a powerful antioxidant called lycopene. Lycopene helps prevent LDL cholesterol from oxidizing in the first place. If cholesterol does not oxidize, it does not stick to your artery walls. Your blood vessels stay cleaner. Your heart stays healthier. The American Heart Association confirms that lycopene in papaya may reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke. The fiber in papaya also helps by binding to cholesterol in your digestive system and removing it from your body before it can enter your bloodstream. And there is more. Papaya is rich in potassium, a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure. High blood pressure puts constant strain on your heart. Potassium counteracts the effects of sodium and helps keep your blood pressure in a healthy range. In one study, people who took a fermented papaya supplement for 14 weeks showed better ratios of bad cholesterol to good cholesterol compared to those who did not take it. Their inflammation markers also decreased. One fruit, multiple layers of heart protection. This is not a small thing. But we still have not talked about one of the most important organs that papaya protects: your eyes. Think about how much time you spend looking at screens, your phone, your computer, your television, hours every single day. All of these screens emit blue light, and blue light over time can damage a very sensitive part of your eye called the retina. The retina is where light gets converted into the signals your brain interprets as vision. Damage the retina, and your vision suffers. Papaya contains two special compounds called lutein and zeaxanthin. These are the only carotenoids that can actually accumulate in your retina. They concentrate in a small area called the macula, which is responsible for your sharp central vision. Once there, lutein and zeaxanthin act like a natural filter. They absorb harmful blue light before it can damage your retinal cells. Think of them as a protective shield sitting right where you need protection most. Zeaxanthin in papaya filters out harmful blue light rays and may help ward off age-related macular degeneration. This condition is the leading cause of vision loss in older adults, and it often develops slowly over decades of accumulated damage. Our eyes are under more stress today than at any point in human history. We stare at glowing screens from morning until night. Papaya provides exactly the nutrients your retina needs to defend itself. Here is where things get even more interesting. Something is happening to your skin when you eat papaya regularly, and it starts with understanding a protein called collagen. Collagen is what keeps your skin firm, elastic, and smooth. It is the scaffolding that holds everything together. When you are young, your body produces plenty of collagen. Your skin bounces back. It stays tight. It glows with health. But as you age, something changes. Collagen production slows down. Year after year, your body makes less and less. Your skin starts to sag. Fine lines appear, then deeper wrinkles. Elasticity fades. This is a natural part of aging, but the speed at which it happens depends on many factors. Now your body needs vitamin C to produce collagen. Without enough vitamin C collagen, synthesis slows down even more. Your skin ages faster than it should. Remember what we said earlier. One serving of papaya provides over 100% of your daily vitamin C requirement. This means papaya gives your body the raw material it needs to keep producing collagen day after day, serving after serving. But there is another side to the story. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cells throughout your body, including skin cells. When free radicals attack collagen, they break it down. More free radical damage means more collagen destruction. More collagen destruction means more wrinkles and sagging skin. Papaya is loaded with antioxidants like lycopene, beta-carotene, and vitamin E. These antioxidants neutralize free radicals before they can attack your collagen. Research shows that papaya helps skin retain more collagen and minimize wrinkles. The antioxidants defend against free radical damage, while the vitamin C supports new collagen production. It works from both directions, protection and production. This is why people who eat papaya regularly often notice their skin looking healthier and more vibrant over time. But perhaps the most surprising benefit happens somewhere that almost nobody talks about when discussing papaya: your brain. Most people know papaya is good for digestion. Some know it helps the skin. But very few people realize what papaya might be doing for their cognitive function. And this might be the most important benefit of all. Your brain is incredibly sensitive to damage from free radicals, more sensitive than almost any other organ in your body. In fact, many researchers believe that excessive free radicals in the brain are a major contributing factor to Alzheimer's disease and other forms of cognitive decline. Think about that for a moment. As we age, our brains accumulate more and more oxidative damage. This damage affects memory. It affects thinking speed. It affects overall mental clarity. The brain, despite being only about 2% of your body weight, consumes roughly 20% of your oxygen. This high metabolic activity produces a tremendous amount of free radicals, and your brain needs protection. Here is where papaya becomes particularly interesting. Scientific research has shown that fermented papaya is an excellent antioxidant and may serve as a supportive therapy for several conditions, including Alzheimer's disease. Studies indicate that fermented papaya preparation significantly increased antioxidant enzymes in the body and was capable of preventing DNA damage caused by free radicals. This is not a small finding. People who eat papaya regularly are not just protecting their digestive system or their skin. They may be protecting their cognitive function for decades to come. This is why papaya appears in the diets of people living in blue zones regions around the world, where people routinely live healthy, active lives into their 90s and beyond with sharp minds and clear thinking. This is not imagination. This is biology. But before you rush to add papaya to every meal, there are some important things you need to know. Papaya does not mix well with everything. First, avoid eating papaya with milk or dairy products like yogurt. The enzyme papain can curdle milk, which leads to bloating, gas, and digestive discomfort. If you want to enjoy papaya in a smoothie, skip the dairy and use water or coconut milk instead. Second, be careful about combining papaya with citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, or grapefruit. The high acid content from both can cause heartburn and acid reflux, especially if you have a sensitive stomach. Third, avoid eating papaya with spicy foods. Papain can intensify the heat and irritate your stomach lining. This combination often leads to stomach cramps and discomfort. Fourth, do not drink tea immediately after eating papaya. The tannins in tea can block the activity of papain, reducing the digestive benefits you would otherwise receive. And fifth, if you take blood-thinning medications like warfarin, you should talk to your doctor before eating papaya regularly. Papaya can increase the effects of these medications and raise your risk of bleeding. These combinations do not affect everyone equally, but knowing about them helps you get the most benefit from papaya while avoiding potential problems. Now that you understand what papaya does inside your body, let us talk about how to get the most from this fruit. First, how do you choose a good papaya? Look for papayas where the skin has turned from green to yellow or orange. The fruit should feel slightly soft when you press it gently, but not mushy. It should have a fresh, sweet smell. Avoid papayas with brown spots, bruises, or a fermented smell. These signs indicate the fruit is overripe and may cause digestive upset. Regular papaya from any grocery store works perfectly fine. The enzymes and vitamins are present regardless of whether you buy organic or conventional. Do not let perfect become the enemy of good. Second, what is the best time to eat papaya? The most effective time is in the morning on an empty stomach. When your stomach is empty, the enzymes in papaya can work without competing with other foods. Many people report feeling lighter and more energized when they start their day with papaya. You can also eat papaya between meals as a snack. Just avoid eating it immediately after a large, heavy meal, as the combination can cause fermentation and bloating. Third, what foods combine well with papaya? Chia seeds and oats make excellent partners. They add fiber and create a filling breakfast that provides sustained energy throughout the morning. Other tropical fruits like pineapple and watermelon also pair well with papaya, and adding a small handful of nuts provides healthy fats and protein. Fourth, what about papaya seeds? Most people throw them away, but papaya seeds are actually edible. They have a slightly peppery bitter taste. These seeds contain enzymes and antioxidants of their own. You can eat a small amount, about 1 teaspoon, mixed into a smoothie or chewed directly. Start small as they are quite potent. Now, some people should be careful with papaya. Pregnant women should avoid unripe or green papaya. It contains latex that may stimulate uterine contractions. Ripe papaya in normal food amounts is generally considered safe, but consult your doctor if you have concerns. People with latex allergies may also react to papaya because of cross-reactivity with the papain enzyme. If you are allergic to latex, introduce papaya slowly and watch for any reactions. People taking diabetes medication should monitor their blood sugar when adding papaya to their diet. Fermented papaya in particular can lower blood sugar levels, and those with kidney problems should consult their doctor, as papaya contains moderate amounts of potassium. So, after everything we have explored, what is the verdict? Papaya is not just another tropical fruit. It is a complete package of health benefits wrapped in sweet orange flesh. It contains a unique enzyme that helps your digestive system work more efficiently. No more heavy feelings after meals. No more struggling with bloating and discomfort. It delivers powerful antioxidants that protect your heart from cholesterol buildup. Protection that works silently day after day, keeping your arteries cleaner and your blood flowing freely. It provides special compounds that shield your eyes from the blue light damage of modern life. The screens we stare at for hours every day are taking a toll. Papaya gives your eyes the specific nutrients they need to defend themselves. It supplies the vitamin C your body needs to maintain healthy, youthful skin. Not just protection, but actual support for collagen production. Your skin gets what it needs from both directions. And it may protect your brain from oxidative damage that contributes to cognitive decline. This is the benefit almost nobody talks about. And it might be the most important one of all. All of this from a single fruit. A fruit that is affordable. A fruit that is available almost everywhere. A fruit that most people walk past without a second glance. Sometimes the most powerful foods are hiding in plain sight. Sometimes the answers we are looking for are sitting right there on the grocery shelf, waiting to be noticed. Which of these benefits surprised you the most? The heart protection, the shield for your eyes, or the brain connection that almost nobody talks about? Let me know in the comments below. If this video changed how you think about papaya, share it with someone who believes tropical fruits are just sweet snacks with no real value. Subscribe to this channel so you do not miss our next videos where we continue to explore what really happens inside your body when you eat the foods you thought you knew. Now that you understand what papaya does inside your body, there is another tropical fruit that works in an entirely different way. And the combination of the two might be more powerful than either one alone. That is coming next.